You alright guys, I'm with Chris Barretto of Monuments.
What's up?
Here. My name's Simon Garrett, I'm here with the English Gentlemen's Quarters.
Indeed.
So you've recently joined Monuments. How's that going so far?
Amazing. We met up earlier this year when we were touring together when I was doing fill-in vocals for Haarp Machine, and the vibe was really good, and after they parted ways with Matt, it just seemed like pretty well. I did the audition track just like everybody else did, and just kind of worked out, and since we had prior experience, we were all very comfortable around each other, so that kind of like helped that out, and I mean, it's been a fucking good ride so far, and we have a long way to go, and I can't wait.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you incorporating the saxophone into Monuments now you're a full-time member?
Yeah, it's certainly not going to be like over the top in terms of like the other stuff that I do, like with Forthright, my other band, but it's going to be used tastefully, I think is the best way to put it. So you'll see like little tidbits of it here and there throughout the set, and maybe even a little bit on the record and everything, so tastefully is probably the word to use for that.
Cool. How's writing the new vocal parts coming along? For, like,
so far cool. I haven't worked on a lot of his stuff yet, just because we're doing some touring now, and I have 2 songs kind of written, 2 new songs, and I have ideas for some other tunes, but once all this touring is done right now, and I go back home to the States in November, then it's just basically time off that I'm going to be working on the record, and that's just going to be like pretty much my focus, working on new tunes and getting the new record done. So once I hit the States and hit the shed back home, that's when all the writing's really going to get done.
So how does it work with you living in the States and then practicing over here? Like how do you practice?
It helps when my flights get covered, so that's a big help. I fly over. Anything that I can learn on my own though, I practice at home. Like I'll have like tracks without vocals or anything, and then I'll just sing along at home, practice myself. And then when I get here, we just go in the shed for like a day or 2 and we hit it, and that's usually more than enough.
Cool. And how are you managing your time with like all the projects you're involved in?
Right now, it's just mainly Monuments and Forthright. Those are my 2 big things, and that's pretty much just how I'm making my working music career, so to speak. You know, I'll take little things in between just kind of for session work, maybe just put some money in my pocket or whatever. But my main focus is Forthright and Monuments, and as of right now, the balance has worked out fine. In fact, we're both playing Euroblast this year, and as long as scheduling is done pretty far in advance, you know, I can balance my time evenly between the 2, and I'm very lucky to be able to do that because I love both the bands so much, and they both satisfy my musical needs, so to speak, in a way that I don't think I'd get anywhere else. So I'm lucky. I'm really lucky that it's worked out so far, and I'm going to continue making it work.
Cool. One last thing is, how do you feel about touring with a band like Dead Letter Circus?
I fucking love Dead Letter Circus.
Yeah.
I played with them once in New York with Forthright actually, and it was one of the best shows I've ever played, and now to actually be on tour with them is amazing. They're such killing musicians. Kim's an amazing singer, so it's like, it's certainly going to make me step my shit up, and just being around guys that are not only like really fucking cool and have awesome Australian accents, but like, you know, sick musicians as well that just gonna have a good time with, but it can't ask for anything more, so super happy.
Cool. I lied, I've got one more question.
Sounds good.
When can we hear you guys with a recording with your new vocals on it?
You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm not sure when we're gonna actually put a new one out. You know, management, label, stuff, things like that. Hopefully sometime soon. Me personally, I would have loved to have put one out by now, but we gotta wait. So until that day comes is all I can say, really.
Cool. Cool. Cheers, Chris. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, Simon. English Gentlemen's Quarters.